15th of March, just got back from the shops. It's around, I don't know, somewhere between 6:30 and 6:45. I actually forgot my rucksack where I carry most of the heavy stuff in my back, on my back, in that bag. So I forgot all that. I forgot the bag, meaning I had to instead buy two separate carrier bags, just targeted to the groin on the right hand side, just as I say this now. Not targeted once while I was out cycling, using motion which requires leg movement and around the groin area, and not targeted once, as I said on the phone, as I was actually cycling towards the store. So these two bags, that's heavy. You can see just how heavy it is from the way it's pulling there at that point there. That is a heavy bag because it's got cat litter in. And this one is also rather heavy when you carry it on the handlebar, and then you've got to push that weight with your force. You've got to force that weight with your cycling movement, recycling motion, which means more exertion around the groin area and thighs and legs. However, absolutely no issues, as contradicts what's been going on during the night as I've been editing and taking photos of films, taking stills of films and clips of films, of a film should I say, called Hostile. 29 attacks, but I've just been targeted as I start talking on the phone now as I'm back home, and that's the 30th attack, so I'll add that to the tallies. That's 30 attacks to my groin all night, so it says 10 PM. In previous days, in previous weeks, in previous months, 0 attacks to my groin. And this all happens the day after I go and mock them, saying, is that all you've got? Who's going to give a shit about that target? No one gives a shit. And then suddenly, what you know, all the targets on my heart decreases considerably, and then suddenly they shift focus towards my groin area. So I've had 30 pulse attacks to my groin, mostly the right testicle area, just above the right testicle area. Single pulse attacks, lasting only a second, but causing quite painful at times in a single pulse. Very achy type pain in a second, if you imagine that. A bit like if you imagine a toothache, sudden pain in the tooth, in your gums, in a cavity or whatever, just in a second, that kind of pain. That's how it feels, that's the effect of the target. So I've had one bag on either handlebar, resting on the handle grip of each side, left and right, and go cycling up an incline, a long incline. Out of breath, recovering my breath, no issues with the heart, no attacks to the heart, nothing what I experienced at the desktop. And yet, as soon as I get into the house, I'm targeted to the groin, but not when I'm cycling, exerting, using my legs and groin to force motion on the bike, with these two bags weighing it down considerably. Don't make sense, does it really? And strange how that happens the day after I goad them and challenge them and tell them that you know it's not working for you. You know, suddenly what do? They switch focus and target my groin.